Brentford are certainly in great form. 3 of their 4 wins this season have come in the last 3 matches. Thomas Frank's Bees are expected to return as a formidable opponent to the big teams as they showed last year. But ahead is Liverpool, with a quality of play that basically has nothing to fear other than VAR. Of course, the draws held by Luton Town and then the defeat to Toulouse in the Europa League are minuses. The thing is that on Jurgen Klopp's side, the way they play. As long as the essence continues to flow like that, another impressive win will come anyway. The Kop's goal will be to overcome the Bees at the sacred Anfield, which has long been the cemetery of countless top opponents in the past. This clash saw 2 prominent faces of Liverpool in Curtis Jones and Robertson unable to recover from injury. So Tsimikas and Cody Gakpo will be used to fill these gaps. From the 4th minute, Gakpo appeared from over 20 metres and unleashed a frontal shot that forced goalkeeper Flecken to show his skills. In the 21st minute, Hotter dribbled down the left flank and played it back to Dominic Soboslai appearing right in front of the opponent's penalty area. Gerrard 2.0 could have made a typical long shot. But instead, he created a through ball for Darwin Núñez to put the ball into the near post, giving the Anfield stands a chance to celebrate. Unfortunately, the Uruguayan fell offside, as VAR intervened quite coldly. The pressure from the Kop continued to be demonstrated, causing the opponent on the other side to only be able to retreat to their own half to defend from time to time. Flecken's neck continued to shake with Virgil van Dijk's header from a corner kick situation. The connecting touch of Matip then became an assist for Núñez to demonstrate his South American class with a stunning mid-air flick. However, this is Darwin Núñez, and the fans will have to wait for the moment to open the scoring at another time. Núñez's masterpiece was denied again in the 27th minute, somewhat causing the red shirts to lose focus with such missed celebrations. Brian Bumo almost caused havoc just 5 minutes later, only his volley wasn't cold-blooded enough but couldn't swing the scoreboard either way. So Darwin Núñez may continue another unlucky day. The usual looks at Anfield will again aim at their Egyptian emperor. In the 39th minute, Arnold, when moving up high, created a clipping pass for Darwin Núñez to conveniently run into space and cause danger. But there were too many surrounding opponents, so the number 9 solution was to slip the ball straight to Salah, who was slowing down on the right flank. A familiar touch, and that was nothing could stop Liverpool's opening goal in this match anymore. Too authoritative, too consummate, Salah still knows how to get his team out of trouble no matter how stuck they encounter. His 9th goal after 12 rounds, the number was also quickly increased when Brentford only had minor attempts early in the second half. In the 62nd minute, initially it was a situation where Gakpo and Hotter bounced off each other. Only Hotter released the ball a bit too powerfully that the Dutchman couldn't keep up. But Robertson's replacement Tsimikas still burst to save the ball from going out of bounds. It was even a perfect touch for the Egyptian emperor to not waste a drop of sweat with a gentle header, sending the ball into the helpless net. Again it was the number 11 shirt. Another dance was created in the 68th minute, and then Núñez narrowly missed an overhead kick. Even with a 2-goal lead, Liverpool still created tremendous pressure. They occasionally let Brentford get close to their goal. But with Ivan Toney not on the pitch, these bees were like a hive with no queen in front of goal situations guarded by Alisson Baker. And when the gap opened just a little, Diogo Jota created a glorious nutmeg and kill to seal the 3-0 win for the Anfield hosts. A luckless day for Darwin Núñez, a shining evening as usual for Salah, then the defensive line of the Kop. They also deserved praise, especially Van Dijk with a dual success rate of 10 out of 12. All 10 long balls accurate, and of course another match without allowing the opponent to get past even once. Tsimikas had a huge impact and scored the team's goal with 2 assists. If he continues this current form in many more games, the Greek player can completely become a bright face in the new back four era of the Red Brigade. There are still some limitations, such as the case of Wataru End playing instead of the suspended Alexis Mac Allister, who only had a success rate of 3 out of 14 duels, along with being dribbled past twice. Overall, when Alexis Mac Allister returns, these issues will be overcome. Liverpool will continue heading towards the next destinations on the journey of this season. Answering in the press room, Jurgen Kloop praised the fighting spirit of his disciples. "We showed a good reaction today, after the disappointing result last week. But we need to continue. If we get there in March or April, we can talk about this. Until then, we just fight in our own way to get through the most difficult league in the world." Also commenting on the case of Darwin Núñez, although he didn't score but also made 4 appearances up to round 11, many of those were important goals. Jurgen Klopp still highly appreciates his club's £75 million signing, who has had obvious impacts. "Excellent, outstanding. Everyone can see it, look at the way he holds up the ball for us. Who would have thought about that last year, that he could do that for us?" The outstanding forward was Darwin Núñez because Brentford wanted long balls, so he started the pressing. His intensity is just crazy. After this match will be the FIFA days, with more rounds mixed with national team play. That will be nearly 2 weeks of valuable rest for mid-table or weak teams if they don't see their players receive a summoning letter. But with big clubs like Liverpool, the story will certainly be very different with the qualifiers still ongoing. And as usual, the German teacher could not be happy looking at the next match schedule along with personnel factors right at the press conference. How can you start a game against Man City at 12:30? These people know nothing about football. Who knows, at that time the two teams will have 30 players playing for the national team. We are welcoming South American players back to base camp on a plane. Man City is certainly Liverpool's biggest rival in the title race. If they want to win the crown this season, ending the 3-year dominance, then a win will be the sharpest steel gesture. Pep Guardiola's army is having changes in personnel. They have had thriving matches, but not without weaknesses. The aggressive gameplay, speed of Mauricio Pochettino maximized effectiveness in the last round. Therefore, Liverpool remains the most annoying opponent to Man City in many past seasons. Will also have the right to be confident on match day in 2 weeks. They have Salah with world-class touches, Darwin Núñez's fighting spirit up front, although sometimes clumsy. New energy from newcomers like McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai makes everything even scarier. That sugarcane pressing machine will await Man City, even when ahead is the sacred Etihad. Then there will be another spotlight match expected to appear right in round 13. The grand feast created by Man City and Chelsea recently still leaves lingering flavours in this season. But that may just be the beginning for the Premier League to continue to feature more fierce matches for fans of this king sport. Mighty Man City, facing a Liverpool ready for a royal battle. How will this end? Thank you for watching the whole video. What do you think about this content? Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to support us with a like and share. And now, goodbye and see you again in the next Liverpool news.